Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's edition of the 5D News. We are January 30th. A lot is going on in the news, so stay tuned because we're going to pull cards on many, many different topics that I'm sure you are wondering what is going on with the world. So without further ado, and of course, please do make sure you like this video, share with people you think might also enjoy this content, and subscribe to the channels. And without further ado, Sophie, are you ready to go with the cards?
Absolutely. Let's dive into it.
Awesome. So our first category will be, I didn't know how to name it, so it will be Los Angeles. And I have visual, so I went to do, of course, my little research, and a lot of people on X were talking about those photos that were leaked. And we can see here, especially the one on the left, that a lot of messages were being written on the ground, and that's in the Los Angeles area. And it kind of makes sense that what you were pulling in the last times that we've seen, we've pulled cards on the fires in that region, and you said that a lot about the dark business was being not exposed, but let's say changing location in order not to be caught in the P. Diddy lawsuit and everything that was being exposed with, I don't think I can say that word, but in this dark business involving humans. So that happened very recently, that a lot of people have seemed to have marked the ground with help. We can see here Traffico, and there's another LAPD somewhere. And so a lot of people seems to be screaming help from a lot of things that are going on. So let's just ask, first of all, is it connected to the dark trading business that you were picking up last time that we pulled on the LA fires?
So if the fires were connected with the dark business.
No, if this photo, so this situation that we're seeing here, like the people that are screaming for help, is this connected with what you were pulling last time with the LA fires? Okay. That it was put in place, the fires, to, let's say, destroy evidence about what is going on.
Yeah, okay.
So is this also connected to that?
So far, I'm not sure that this is this. I will look at the tarot cards, but there's something going on for sure. This is my Tower card, and we have manipulation, and we have the awakening and the star. So let me just look at what we have there. Yeah, it's a big scream for help. That's for sure. Yes. Yes, it's a yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. And it's being relocated.
Yeah, this is also what you were seeing last time. Okay, will this cry for help, because it was all over X when I was doing the research for this show. Everybody was talking about those pictures, this cry for help. So will this help spread awareness to what is truly going on there in this area? Connected also with the fires? No.
No, because it says yes in due time under the deck. Yes, in due time. But right now, there is people in high places that are still holding up a lot of the information. And there is still a gap between those who want to have answers and actually doing something. Okay. We have devil in disguise. So we're not yet in the known of everybody involved also.
Right. And of course, like, people usually that are on X are a different breed of people. They're more aware of the nature of the things that are going on in the world, I would say. So that makes sense. So not yet in divine timing. Yeah. Okay. Next question. And I'm talking about the dark stuff right away, so then we can focus a little bit more on positive stuff in just a few seconds. So, okay, this is a rumor that I've seen and I'd like to verify with the cards. Apparently, Michelle Obama is planning on divorcing Barack because of, let's just say, scandals about to be exposed.
Okay.
Can we verify if this is indeed true, if Michelle Obama is about to divorce Barack?
So we do see that in those cards that there is problem going on in the relationship with letters being exchanged with so lawyers, and it's more than one thing in the family that is going wrong at the moment. And it's not the first time also. We do have the Temperance, the woman, and we do have children. So there is a lot going on there. I think there was a moment where it was impossible for something public as a divorce or something about this, but it's now time to act on it.
So it was probably already, let's say, in the air, but politically they couldn't go ahead with that because it was a major inconvenience with the divorce.
Exactly. And plus there was also some kind of big threat done to her that she would have been portrayed as crazy, she would have been destroyed, and that she would not have been protected outside of this family.
Okay. So can we ask if it's indeed going to happen, this divorce?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the separation being made public?
I really believe that it's going to happen, yes. At
Okay.
least it's done behind closed doors. It's over. There will be something official that will be said. They're just looking at what is the right timing. So it's not looking bad.
Okay. Yeah. And in the video of the post I just showed, they're talking about like how other politicians that were in similar positions and in similar scandals were also, their wife left them, Trudeau involved. Gates, exactly. That was like the trio that they spoke about. So it says like this is the third musketeer to be seeing the same result. All right. Wow. Okay, let's change category. Let's talk about, I usually like to start with this category because I love to see what is going on in the sky. I think it gives like an energy overview of what's going on. And oftentimes we can have also big answers as to why we're feeling this energy, that energy. So a big news that I saw, of course, in every website is how there is this 6-planet alienation lined up in the night sky this month. So it's not only one day. A lot of people were talking about January 25th, but it's for basically the whole month of February. And at first, as an astrologer, I was like, they don't line up. So it's just that they visually you can see them visually. It's not that they're making some kind of alignment, precise alignment. Can we ask the cards what are, and this is from Tim, so thank you, Tim, for your question. What are the spiritual implications of this physical planetary alignment? Or the fact that we're able to see all of them together?
There's a lot more of intuition. There's a lot more of the divine feminine energy that are coming through with this. I don't know why. If you know, please tell me. But there's a lot of feminine energy, a lot of intuition, a lot of messages, big dreams. So your sleep pattern can be a little bit off because of it. Either sleeping more, dreaming more, or the reverse also. It's basically, it's not a purge for once. It's not a purge. It's more about, I want to say it's almost like an activation of your divine.
I was going to say an activation of the divine feminine.
Yeah.
Of our ability to connect with our intuition, with our dreams. And yeah, Venus is also part of the bunch. Venus is very bright at the moment. about to turn retrograde, so very, very near in terms of distance to the Earth. So I guess she's taking like a very important role in this planetary event.
Yeah, absolutely. The third eye is going to be very activated. Your dreams, your intuition, everything that is feminine is going to be very important. So cocooning, taking time for yourself, walking in nature, yin yoga. But in the same time, you do have some physical symptoms possible. So we do have vertigo. We do have some kind of a so sleep is very much into this. I don't know why. But sleep is very much into the big mix of sleep pattern being a little bit weird. But ultimately, I think that's a very good energy. And I think that if you are wanting some answers, asking the questions before you go to sleep is going to be the best way for you.
Oh, so cool. And I was going to ask, like, if, let's say, we go outside at night in a place where there's not too much lighting and we are able to see the planets or most of them, is there, let's say, a plus side activation wise if we are able to visually see the planets? Like if we can see, like visually see with our own eyes their light, is it activating us more?
Absolutely. The Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. It says yes. And just with this one, I knew that this was a big yes, but it's just very intense as yes. So anything that you want to write on the paper, a wish that you want to plant as a seed under the moon, so not during the day, would be very powerful. Treat that as a plant, or plant your dream on a piece of paper with a plant if you are in a place where you can do it, so it grows. Honestly, there's a lot of energy there. So in the astrology, it's not a line, you say?
Well, let's say if you go outside and you look at the sky, you're going to see them like above the horizon, making like some kind of an arc, I guess. But if we look at it from an astrology chart point of view, they do not make like an alineation because they're in different signs. So they're like being in one part of the wheel, if you wish. But that means that we are visually able to see most of the planets, which is special.
Okay.
And I was gonna ask something. Is it like a good time at night to charge crystals? Does it make it more magical if we charge crystals when we are able to see, to be under the beams of the planets? It's more for us than the crystals.
It's more for us.
Okay. Is it activating some dormant DNA in ourselves?
Oh. It says yes. Yes. It's true to sleep. So is there something going on with sleep?
Well, yeah, Pisces, Neptune. We have an almost conjunction between Neptune and Venus at the moment. So which is sleep, Neptune is sleep, Pisces is sleep, and it's in the sign of Pisces. And then we have beginning of February, Neptune conjunct the North Node again in Pisces. And we're going to have this huge bunch of planet in the sign of Pisces. So yes, sleep, getting messages, getting prophetic dreams, needing to rest, needing to also focus on getting good sleep is also very, very important.
So there's all of the above that you just named, and also there is calling your soulmate to you that is also there in this alignment, even though it's not a real alignment. It's done through your sleep. I know it's weird, but this is what I have.
Okay.
Before you go to bed, just make sure that you are in a good energy. First of all, you don't want to call in another lesson, another karmic. Make sure that you're in a good space. So if you don't know how to get there, just bubble bath if you like it, yoga or walk in nature, anything that is just grounding you, calming you. And you need to call in before you go to sleep your I don't want to say other half because I don't believe in other half, but you know what I'm saying. The
Divine partner.
A divine partner, exactly. Thank you. The same vibration or better, if we can. to you, and it says that Mars, being somewhere in the sky right now, is doing some kind of a big energy with Venus and dreams.
Well, Mars is retrograde until end of February. And when a planet's retrograde, it means it's closer to Earth. So the influence is bigger. And Venus is about to be retrograde. And both are visible in the sky from where we are. So they are both like important players, with the Neptune Pisces stuff, which is all about soulmates, destined relationship, divine union. So all of that is playing a huge role now and also in the month of February.
Okay. I'm getting a very weird message before I end on this topic. It says that you need to, if you want to attract your divine partner, write it down. And if you have some qualities or some energies, or if you write it down or think about it while holding that piece of paper, and you need to have a red bow. I never do that kind of message, but this is very much what I have. It says, place a red bow on a piece of paper and keep it near your bed while you sleep.
Okay.
And it says something should happen within a month.
Within a month. That makes a lot of sense with the astrology, because you know what? February is all about this huge soulmate influence, and then Mars is eclipse season.
Okay.
So while we're talking about destined partners, fate, eclipse season, karma, we have been guided to put up this new reading with Sophie. So this is a pre-recorded 30-minute reading, personal reading, that is being delivered by a private video link that you can watch over and over again about love. So if you have specific question you'd like to ask Sophie, you'll see there's a box where you can ask your specific questions. If not, she's going to read on what's coming up in your love life, whether you are already in a relationship, whether you are single. And I think that is so timely with everything that is going on, and especially with what you just read about. And we have a 10% off promo for the launch of this new reading until February 14th, so just in time for Valentine's Day. And this is a 10% off with the code VALENTINE. The link is down below if you'd like to book your own personal reading about love. And do it quick if you are interested, because last time we did the pre-recorded reading for the 2025 predictions, there were a lot of bookings. So the people that booked at the end had to be a little bit more patient than the first ones. So thank you guys for your amazing patience and your support as usual. Are you excited, Sophie, about this new reading?
Oh, so much. This is one of my favorite topics for sure. And I'm excited that people can ask also their questions. So don't be shy. When I do love readings, what I like to see, if you already have a person in mind, give me the first name and I will read from their perspective, how they feel and how they view this relationship. If you're single, simply put single, and I will see what is coming next for you. What is also trick sometimes to get the best out of what is coming, because I like to see how to get the best out of the energies coming up for you.
Wow, I can wait. I'm going to book mine today just to make sure that I have it early in the month of February. Thank you so much, Sophie, for that. Next up, still in the same category, before we move on to other news, I'd like to know what's going on here. So that was seen in Quebec a week ago. So kind of rays of light, which to me seems like a sci-fi movie, like UFOs beaming people in the sky. I don't know if I'm crazy, but this is what I see in this picture. So can we ask the card, what caused these rays of light, first of all? What is the cause?
So it's not man-made. That's very clear.
Okay. By man-made, you mean like it's from nature, natural.
Oh,
Or-
sorry. I meant reverse. Sorry. I meant reverse. I don't know why I said that. I meant reverse. It is made by men.
So it is artificial, not natural.
Yeah.
But by men, do you mean men as earthly beings or off-worlders?
So far, it's human.
Okay.
Yeah, it's human.
Is it something like last time we pulled on something similar? It was like a rainbow in the sky in China, and you said heavy metals from the chemtrails. Is it something similar?
That's exactly it. It's to make people sick.
So not so cool.
Oh no, it's not good. It's really not good. They want to play with your vitality. It's really not good. And it says that they're using the excuses that this is winter to say that
This is what they said in the article. They said, oh, because it's really cold and it's doing this kind of mirror phenomenon and whatnot.
No. And the same time, at the same time, it says that it's playing with weather. So you're going to see that there is crazy weather that just before this or just after this, I don't know when it was taken, but there's going to be crazy weather and something that doesn't make sense for the weather in that time.
Yeah.
We do have healing. Let me see what this is about. We have healing in the middle. It says that not enough people are sick this year.
Well, guys, you're doing a great job with your vitamins, your supplements, your spiritual health. So keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, next question. So this is a big topic. We're going to talk a little bit about AI because as you guys may know, we are, let's say, entering soon Pisces season. But while we are in Aquarius season, we had a Sun-Pluto conjunction. And this is the first time that the Sun illuminates Pluto that just entered Aquarius. So Pluto is a lot about, let's say, revelations. Aquarius is a lot about technology, AI, and the Sun, while it was happening, we just learned this, that there is a new AI assistant from China that is called DeepSeek, and as soon as it was released around this conjunction, it went #1 on the Apple App Store downloads in America, before in front of ChatGPT, which is big in itself. So that was like a huge breakthrough with Chinese technology, and it took less time than other similar apps to develop. It took a lot less money, and it is a lot less. It is a lot cheaper than others, and they used like engineers that were coming out of Chinese university, like local talent, in order to develop this. So a lot of people are talking about this. It is all over the media. I'd like to know with the cards, what is the true intention behind the creation of DeepSeek AI?
I'm getting vertigo. Oh my God, that's not good. That is espionage. That is pure spying. Pure spying. And it's funny because you mentioned Pluto, and we have Purge.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a new, how would I put this? Deep state has competition. It's like a new branch I want to take over the old.
They want to take your data. So basically China wants to take your data.
Yes.
It's competing with US to centralize your information.
Yeah, but they want to take over to the place of being the most powerful behind the scene.
Yeah. So that's pretty clear. Yeah. Okay. So should people be careful in downloading this app?
People should not download this app.
Okay, that is pretty clear.
The Tower is there. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Death card. Do not download these apps.
So what is happening? Let's say if you have it on your phone, if you ask some, let's say, innocent questions to either ChatGPT or DeepSeek AI, what is happening?
Everything is kept in a vault, it says. So vault is maybe a word that is, yeah. But everything is kept in a vault of some kind forever. And they hope that one day it will serve for, it's like a kind of a blackmail. Just control.
It's like a cheval de Troie, Trojan horse.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It seems innocent, so people let it in. And then it's too late because you gave like too many of your information.
Yeah, and they're doing a big research on how to also use more techniques against humans. So they're doing a big research on how to get to your psyche better, how to use your subconscious even better.
Yeah. You said something similar when we were asking for ChatGPT, so I guess it's a bit. They're studying human behavior in order to control it better. Okay, in comparison to ChatGPT, what is the difference, or what is special about DeepSeek AI, or is it just
in terms of vibration?
In terms of anything the cards want to say. Okay. Technology, benefits, vibration, risks. What is the difference?
It doesn't go to the same person. That's the first thing. They have more resources and they're being more careful about their data. So it sounds good in a sense, but it's not. It means that they're going to be able to keep it longer and they're going to be able to sell it for more.
Yeah.
And they're going to be able to use it for higher purposes than little agenda.
You know what? That's funny because like it's coming straight out of China, and China has this really long experience of social credit score, of using technology to control its population. It's not just, let's say, centralizing ID. Let's say in Quebec, sometimes it makes me laugh because I know the agenda is to centralize all the information, the medical information, your passport information, everything. But they are so bad technologically that it's not yet really happening in Quebec, right? But I feel like in China, they've had like a lot of experience. So they're more experienced in storing it better, but also being able to use it at the detriment of the people, of course.
It's really, really bad.
Oh, okay. Next question. That is from Elke from the community. So thank you, Elke, for your questions. She said, President Trump said he is investing $500 billion into AI. And it was also said that they want to use AI to diagnose individuals and then formulate a personal substance that is being injected for that person. What is it about? So first of all, let's ask, and this is called Project Stargate, the project of using this AI or making this huge AI investment from the US. So what is really, let's say, the agenda behind Project Stargate?
There's a part of it that is, oh my God, there's a part of it that is to remove the people who are NPCs in a sense. They want to know who is what.
Okay.
That is the first part of it. They want to understand who and assess where we're at in the hybrid and where we're at in the world as a collective. There's a part of it that is going to be for helping people with their medicines. I have those cards, so I have to say it. But in the same
that has like a good intention behind it. Is that what you're saying, or
part of it is good intentions?
okay?
In the same time, what I don't like to see is I'm seeing cards of fertility, and I'm seeing cards of control of the fertility.
When you say that, I'm thinking about The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're also tracking fertile people. Is that the case?
I think there's a lot of damage that has been done for the feminine health in general and fertility also. And it's about who should be able to give birth and who should not be able to reproduce.
So basically, they're strategizing, not only wanting to know like what part of the population is able to
There's a lot
to give birth, but also to strategize in the future of the human population and what genes are going to be.
Yeah.
Does it have to do with the injectable medicine? Like, are they trying to prevent people with corrupted DNA to I don't know, to give birth?
I think so. Yes, absolutely. We have King of Pentacle that is there, but I don't know if they have the full agenda out there yet. In a sense, I think that this is the first phase of it, is to gain so many insight and then assess, okay, where are we? But I'm not sure that the intent is fully good with this. It is a power. It is a very big intrusive thing for everybody, and it is once again placing our fate in a human organization with our data and our lives. There's a part of it, like I said, that is positive. There's a part of it that I'm very worried about because it's human dealing with this.
And human are easily corrupted.
And data can be stolen. And who is to say the next president? Who is to say the next director?
Yeah.
Things that are done with their budget that people are paying with their taxes, but we don't know about where that money is going, things like that.
So this is very vulnerable as far as the power that is behind this huge investment.
Yeah, I'm getting the Six of Wands reverse. Honestly, this is something that should not be done.
Okay. Are there positive off-holders behind this project Stargate?
Yes, but it says that somebody else, a wealthy man, is trying to do everything and keep the power for this person. So
yeah. So it's never that simple that something is good or bad. It's like there's many different players, many different agendas being woven all together.
Yeah.
Okay, next question, also from Elke, which is a good one. From the things that I am now witnessing and hearing, I have to ask if you can please pull cards to see if the current US administration is strategizing and implementing steps for a centralized AI-controlled world government. So if the current US administration is strategizing to implement a centralized AI-controlled world government.
I don't think that this is a plan so far. I don't see it. We have the card of the Hangman. We do have the card of good news. We do have the card of war, and we have the card of stop. But with the energy of Aquarius, which is all of the AI and everything, we do have the energy of a lot of pharma are going to use AI in the future instead of human.
You mean big pharma?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was not the question, but that came up. So yes.
But what do you mean with big pharma wanting to put AI instead of humans? In what kind of department?
So that's the thing, because I think that what we have so far as this project starting with all of the AI and the development in this can turn using, and I will pull cards on this, on big pharma using AI more to, instead of having human, that can limit the corruption, that can limit things like that, human error and things like that, and the cost of big pharma and everything. But in the wrong hands, it could be the exact reverse. It could be even worse. It could be horrible. So that's, I do see that the future of big pharma is using AI in many of their position, many different positions to change the price. That is going to be the main goal of, I think Trump is going to make that known in his mandate. I think that this is going to be one of the big goal, is to reduce the cost of the big pharma using a lot of AI. It's something that is, it's something that is in the play in part of this project that he has announced. But in the same time, I'm just worried that in the wrong hands, it's going to turn extremely horrible.
Of course, this is a huge double-edged sword, as we say. Okay, and the last one of the subjects. So AI was a big topic in the past days. So our friend here, Zuckerberg, announced that he will invest 60 billion in 1 year in AI with what he called Llama 4, which is kind of the AI, let's say, element in Meta.
What's the name?
Llama 4.
Okay. All right. That's not what I heard.
Llama 4.
Okay.
So LLAMA 4.
Right.
And he says that Meta CEO says the company will ramp up spending that includes building a data center so large it would cover a significant part of Manhattan. That is very, very reassuring. Thank you so much. So I love your face.
Oh my God.
Like all the sci-fi movies we've watched that are kind of warning us about the power and the danger of AI is kind of proving itself true, which is so disturbing.
I just think that we're just too corrupt to use the AI at this time.
Yes, I agree. And I feel like this is a backlash also from Atlantis. And I feel like a lot of those things have been happening, but because the power was also corrupted, it led us into the wrong timeline, and hopefully we can readjust in this one. So can I ask a card, what is his goal, Zuckerberg, that is, with this new investment in AI of 60 billion in 1 year?
Okay. Bound?
Yeah.
Manipulation?
Yeah, keep the population in control.
And addict to whatever he is getting as product.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty clear. All right. Now we will talk a little bit about spirituality, and I have some great questions for you guys from the community as well. So from Crazy Love 565. Is there a way to awaken the 10 strands of our DNA they call junk DNA?
I'll try to answer this, but it's a big question that has been protected.
Mm-hmm. And maybe the terms that are part of the questions are not necessarily accurate, but how can we, let's say, activate the full expression of our DNA?
So There's multiple things that are needed that we don't have yet. First of all, there is the key that needs to be found. So there's a formula that needs to be found to be able to use this dormant inactivation of the dormant DNA. Then it says that we need to be a certain frequency, the world or the people involved in this activation. So it's either collectively we're all on the same vibration and everybody has this dormant DNA activated, or we are in just the people involved in this experiment are also in this new vibration. It needs to be more than one person working on this. It cannot be just one person working on this project. They need to be both. Everybody involved needs to be on this same frequency. And again and again and again, it needs to be more than one person. So there is a lot of component on this that is activated when more people unite and form a commitment together to keep this vibration high. And then certain tools can be used. Do you see that we have very similar patterns there? So we're using vibration to activate those, but this is probably very intricate ceremonies, some very high vibration, and using on top of it extra either music vibration or tuning for anything, but it's vibration that needs to be used.
And what is so important about coming together for this DNA to be activated? Why is it so important that we do it in a tribe, in a community, in masses of people?
I don't have the answer. It's just very clear that if we don't come more than one person on this activation, I think, from those cards, it says that universe is trying to split us apart.
Yeah.
And this is what
not the universe, the matrix.
Yeah. The matrix, yeah.
Yeah.
To split us apart. And the coming together of souls, this is what is able to hold the energy and long enough to activate it. But probably it's going to take more than a few people to do it, because we can see here all the people are involved in this, and it supports the activation.
Wow. And what will we look like as humans with this DNA activated?
You're simply being free. So I think you're being free of your karma, of your ancestral, of your everything. You're being freed.
From the matrix as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and you're coming back to your soul potential. You're going back to your soul higher self.
Wow, this is powerful. Wow, let us know what you think, guys, if you do resonate with that. And I do very much resonate. I'm having full body chills. All right, next question from...
Imagine, by the way, can you imagine, sorry for interrupt, but imagine what you can achieve right now in this world if you are having the full potential of your higher self. It needs to happen.
Yeah. But that making me realize like how it's important that we unite even more.
Yeah.
Right. And that's also the theme with Pisces is to be as one, to work as one. Wow. To remove like boundaries. Okay. And while we're talking about boundaries, I have another question here from someone from the community. So thank you, Libby. She's asking, hey, can we ask the cards about the best and most effective way to firstly disconnect any energetic cord we have with others? She said, but mostly the collective energy. So yeah. Is it a good question? Do you want
me? Yes, negative cords of attachment, right? Negative cords with other people.
Negative cords of attachment. And she's talking mostly about the collective energy. So if with egregores, with tulpas, whatever you call it.
It says that, I mean, this is very intense, but it says that one of the best ways to go back in time, either by past life regression, If you're dealing with your ancestral line, this is the first thing that you should be doing, because those are the ones that we don't really see when we do, let's say, Reiki, or when we do a lot of the healing. So those are the ones to start with, apparently, because it's easier to kind of grow back because they're deeply rooted. You don't access them easily. So those are the ones that needs to be dealt with first, with location. So if you're dealing with removing the energy from a town, a house, a family line, anything from one person, it needs to go with the past first. We need to release those things from the past first. And then when you're dealing with a course of attachment in this life, if you're not going with healing modalities, it's about your self-worth and your crown chakra. The more you connect with source, the better you're aligned in the higher frequency, and that is going to dissolve probably more slowly than if you use a healing modality, but it's still working without you using any other people energies. You are going to be able to step into your own power. So your connection with source is really, really powerful. It dissolves negative cords, but still, as that's just me, not the cards, but I would suggest, because I'm a very practical reader, that it's just quicker to use healing modalities.
And both, I guess, would
Yeah,
be the ideal answer.
absolutely.
Meditate, feel connected with your own divinity, with the source, and at the same time go and use some kind of healing modality that you feel connected to in order for you to understand the root of it and let it go.
Yeah.
Okay, and second part of her question is about, she's asking for the best way to protect our energy afterwards. And she says, I feel like there's got to be something powerful, spiritual / empathetic / intuitive people need to know. So the best way to protect our energy after we cut some cords, negative cords of attachment.
It says, first of all, you need to remove everything from your life that doesn't feel good. So that is something that you need to do. Unfortunately, there is no shortcuts for this one. If you are constantly going back to a negative energy, you're going to get negative energy. It's something that, even though you're using protection, there is just stop putting your hand on the hot stove. So it's just the 101. It's a tough one still to do, because there's possibly people you're trying to keep in your life, or situation, or TV shows, or music, or anything, places in the world also, right? But it says, first of all, separate yourself from those energies, and then let's see. Yeah, even when I do the tarot cards, it's the same thing. Separate yourself from what is giving you bad energies, and watch your thoughts, and watch also how you communicate. Your words have powers, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's making a commitment on staying in the right frequency the most as you can.
Yeah, I feel like that's very, very powerful what you just said. Well, thank you for that. Next question is a really good one by Sherry Smith in the community. So thank you so much, Sherry. So she says, I have heard that the feminine arrived first on Earth, and as she prepared to birth more of humanity, the masculine manifested. It triggered many thoughts for me. The feminine is the X chromosome, followed by the Y, which is the male chromosome. So the X comes before the Y. And she says there is a tremendous amount of reference in our current times to the letter X. So X, what I'm just showing you guys here on the screen, the former Twitter platform, also SpaceX. She says X coins on crypto platforms, Elon's son named X, etc. So are these subtle comms of the return of the feminine? Let's ask the cards. So all the mentions of the X in our mainstream, is it because there are signals of the return of the feminine?
No. It's energies trying to capture the essence and the power of the feminine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting. So why, like, for instance, is Elon Musk obsessed by X? Because first you gave one part of the answers to take the power of the symbol.
Yeah.
Is there something else?
Well, there is something, but it's not that big of a deal in a sense. It's very human, but I think his own experience with his mother was off. And I think that he's trying to reconnect with a feminine energy. It's not that evil mastermind in this one. Hopefully, there will be other question also that will not be evil mastermind. My ear is buzzing when I say that. But for him, I think it's, yes, he knows, he understands the power of the feminine, and he's trying to fill the void that is coming from his past lives with the feminine. And in this era, he's trying to gather the feminine power. But there is a real problem in his soul with the feminine energy.
Okay, so my feeling is that, and I could be wrong with this, and let me know in the comments what you think, but my feeling is that, like, whatever is named X is not really full of that divine feminine energy,
Mhm.
but is trying to
Capture
carry it, or what did you say? What word did you use?
Capture it. It's like he's trying to be a magnet of the feminine energy.
Yeah. So is that like on purpose?
Yeah, absolutely.
So is it like another way of, let's say, hijacking the power of the divine feminine, such as naming something really violent, Isis, for instance?
Yeah, absolutely. The purpose of doing this, we have removing the meaning of the feminine and trying to capture it. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, because, like I said, there is something deep in his soul about the feminine being, for his soul, a problem.
Yeah.
But there is also this capturing of the divine feminine energy.
Can we ask if he's doing it on purpose, or is it like an unconscious wound that he's having?
It's very much, I think it's very much unconscious, but let me know what you see, Julie.
Well, I feel like for him it's unconscious, but there are people that are very conscious of him that are using his wound.
I would be very curious to see his natal chart.
Maybe we'll dive into that in another show. Okay, thank you for that. We have another fascinating question here from Tim. He's asking, are the tarot minor arcana suits based upon these magical items of Irish legend or the holy relics of Jesus and King Arthur, or stuff from Atlantis? So he's giving some examples, and I'll name them. So the Ace of Wands, could that be based off the spear of destiny that pierced Christ's side? The Ace of Pentacles, the shield of Galahad, which I don't know what it is, but you guys might know. The sword, the King Arthur's Excalibur, and the cup being the Holy Grail used to catch Christ's blood.
Mm-hmm.
So are those aces based off of real items in history that are sacred?
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a very powerful combination of cards.
Okay.
Try.
Where this is going.
I think those are very profound, big items of things that are either real or represented real power as items that were at some point an item of not divination, but devotion from like a religion point of view from different tribes. So we do have off-world that gifted some of those objects. Then we have a tribe. What is the word that I'm looking for? like honoring, like almost like this is sacred object, so giving their energy there to this object. And we have guides, so this is all sacred, big, meaningful object. It's not just a branch and then a cup, and it's really big, meaningful. And that is one of the reasons why the tarot cards are so powerful.
So a big yes to what Tim is asking.
Yeah.
They are based on really magical items that also not only are from Earth, from what I can gather with the cards, but also have like a big, let's say, ancestry that also is part of world.
And we do have guides, so I'm seeing that it could be also from other realms as well.
Okay. So, okay, can we ask like what is happening when we're using this divination tool, which are the tarot cards? Is it being infused with more magic because of those symbols? Let's say, for instance, the aces, and I'm sure there are a lot more.
It is pretty powerful, recharging devotion and destruction. So it says that it breaks the barrier of some religion. It unites a lot of different powers. So it breaks some kind of blockage that would normally be there if this was just an object of one power. And it says that it is really profound for getting messages to you.
I'm having chills because you know what? Like if you study, and I'm sure you know, but for everybody watching, when you really study the tarot and all these symbols, it really is a melting pot of so many beliefs and religions.
Yeah.
There are so many symbols, some Jewish, some Catholic, some from pagan tradition. There is this mix of everything. So I think that you're so on point when you say it unites everything, and that allows us to see further than, like, let's say, giving labels to a whole bunch of different stuff that are from spiritual nature.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm flabbergasted and I love it. Maybe one last one. I have some that are a little bit more dark, so I'd like to finish on a positive note. So let's ask this one. Today, January 30th, we have Uranus moving direct. I'd like to know, and Uranus is the planet of sudden change, of surprises, of downloads, of unexpected news, of rebellions, of being the black sheep. So I'd like to know, and of course, it's not only for one day. Uranus is going to move direct for a few months, but especially on the day or the days around the time where it's going direct, usually it's closer to the Earth. So we're feeling its energy more because it stations retrogrades direct. So it's like it appears not to move in the sky, and we can feel its power a lot more. So I'd like to know with the cards, like, what will be the result of this, of Uranus moving direct in our reality?
It says expect miracles. Yeah. Okay.
I said that in my astrology video, so I love that about the new moon.
It says that a lot of people are going to find love also unexpectedly. It says that a lot of people are going to find their purpose. It's like their life is going to have colors.
Wow.
You're going to be sent on your journey, on your path. There's a big reveal of the next step on your personal level of life. And there's a big emphasis on what is coming next for you. And at the same time, there's a huge breakthroughs if you have been searching for an answer for a long time on some topics. And let's see. It says that those who are going to be married under this alignment, even I know it's not a great one logically, but it says that it's going to be a very strong power couple. Okay, let's see what else is there. We have the Queen of Wands, the Strength. The Strength has a full moon in this, so it's very strange strength that is there. Page of Wands, Five of Sword, Ace of Cup, and Nine of Cups. There could be a lot of things that are going to be initiated on this day that is going to be masterpieces, big, important event for the future. So it's not that much for me as a reveal. I would really like to, but it's more on a personal level that I'm seeing reveals for your life. It could be like a politician saying, this is my plan for the country for the next few years. It could be that sense reveal. But it's more about, it's like almost like universe giving you that Ace of Cup to you, saying, here is some hope for the future. Here is some love for you for the future. And if you do what you're meant to be doing with it, if you take care of it, you're going to have a very amazing new chapter to your life.
Wow. And I love that it's almost aligning with the new moon in Aquarius, which is the sign ruled by Uranus that we just had yesterday on January 29th. So we're still, and that was like such a powerful and positive new moon, especially with everything that you described so well. Okay. I think you said everything that I said in my astrology video about the new moon. So it connects very, very much. I love that. And talking about love one more time, if you feel like you'd like Sophie to look into your love life, if you'd like to benefit from that amazing love reading, do make sure you book right away. The link will be down in the description box. And don't forget your discount code of VALENTINE to get 10% off until February 14th to have your reading more or less around Valentine's Day or in the month of February. While we have like such crazy, beautiful alignments with Pisces, the soulmate energy, the twin flame energy, and the divine union energy. So thank you so much, Sophie. That was an amazing show. Thank you, everybody, for watching us and staying until the end. And of course, if you did enjoy, do not forget to give us a like. It really helps us in supporting this channel and creating more episodes like this one. And we'll see you very, very soon. And until then, have a great rest of your week. Bye, everybody.